Welcome back to the Folio Media Studio here at the AI and Crypto event for real estate professionals. Today I have the pleasure of speaking with Pablo Troyse, an entrepreneur who is redefining how we experience real estate at scale. Pablo, welcome.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here in the amazing Avanti event and super excited to chat about some of the fun applications and the visual experiences that we can deliver now.
Well, you're a pioneer in that. You and your company STEP has been redefining how pre-construction developments are showcased. How do you see AI enhancing the buyer experience and how buyers can interact with properties before they're even built?
Certainly. Well, right now there's truly a revolution as we are seeing all sorts of tools become available. But something that is complex is actually delivering an experience at scale.
Right.
And right now, there's incredible advances in being able to create digital twins of cities and properties, and even from the stage where they're in pre-construction, before they're even built. And that allows you to really showcase a client how a space is going to feel. And what's more important is that it unlocks agency. They can control their experience, they can manipulate it, and that unlocks very important parts of the brain that makes an experience stick and be remembered.
I can attest to that. I actually used your technology to walk through a pre-construction environment. It was absolutely amazing. You could almost touch and feel, right? Can you give us some examples of where you've implemented your technology and the impact that it has had on the clients?
Certainly. Well, one of our favorite projects currently is Seven Park in Hallandale. That's a great example of how this can be implemented throughout the entire construction space. So even from the renders, we took the architectural designs and we built the space with all the finishes, with all the accurate furnishings and all the materials. And we took those renders and made them available in an experience that you can actually walk through on any device. So you don't necessarily need the goggles, although if you're into that, you can put those on and walk through as the space, but you can project it on your phone and scan your room and actually walk through the room as it's the future there. And this really allows us to expand the reach of these projects. It takes the project to where the client is, and we've seen incredible results. Everyone that uses the experience feels really connected to the space, and the conversion rates have been very significant. So but we're working all throughout South Florida, even in Dubai markets. So
excellent.
From scales as from a single home to a full building.
Well, it seems particularly interesting in real estate markets that have a lot of international clients. I assume that for the international client, this is completely redefined access to these properties, but I'd also like to have your perspective on what it's done for the real estate agents. How are the real estate agents using this technology to provide better experiences for their buyers?
Absolutely. Well, it's all really about customization and really giving experiences to the clients. An image is worth 1,000 words, and an experience is worth 1,000 images. So when you're able to bring the property to the client, you expand your scale, you expand your reach, and you expand the experiences, which make these projects be memorable for the clients. And it really allows you to give the client something that they can explore on their own, ask any particular questions. We have AIs built into the experiences that answer anything from HOA fees to stroller routes around the park. And this really allows the project to
come alive,
be available for the client and come alive. And then as an agent, you focus on creating that relationship, curating the sales process, giving the client that added value, and you have an assistant and a tool that is available 24/7 to support you in that process.
You have been an early pioneer in the world of AR and artificial intelligence. What kinds of skills and mindsets do you think that real estate agents in the industry need to adopt to be able to incorporate this as a value-added part of their sales experience that they create?
Absolutely, and I think that it's a lot of information and a lot of tools are becoming available. And I think that it's critical to think from we are really good judges ourselves. We understand what we like and what we don't like. And I think that if you really think from a user perspective, what someone is going to experience, and try to gather those tools, put yourselves in their shoes, and deliver what they're really asking behind the questions, delivering agency and ownership to the client, and being a guide, I think that is really the best mindset to have in this digital revolution, in this Web3 world, and that will allow tools like this to really be used in their best expression to move the needle in deals.
As you look to bring this technology to more customers around the world, what would you want potential customers to know about the harnessing of your technology, the opportunity it gives them for providing better experiences? How could, in this case, developers around the world really use your technology at scale?
Absolutely. Well, I think that the advances that we're seeing right now in AI are driving especially these sorts of experiences forward exponentially. Right now, you're able to create a copy of an entire city in a single day.
Wow.
That would take a team of artists weeks and months to recreate, and then it would stay static. Now with this technology, you can have the entire city present all the future developments all across the nation, all across the city, and have every surrounding environment, every surrounding park be updated live. So this allows you to really expand your scale. Now, when you integrate co-pilots and visualization with accurate finishes, with accurate interiors, it really allows you to create an experience that guides the client in the buyer journey. So you can think of expanding your reach dramatically, covering space that perhaps a client would have to visit the sales suite or just assume based on the renders. This can really give them the certainty and transform that doubt perhaps or delay that sometimes is present in deals due to distance into conviction and certainty.
Fantastic. Thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you very much. Pleasure
All right,
talking.
take